Hello everyone, we are Valentin, Vento and Antera Estevez, and in this video presentation we are going to talk about ankle stretcher, which is the product that we designed for this project. The presentation is going to be organized this way. First, I will give a little bit of background about ourselves and then talk about the motivations for this product. After that, I will talk about the limitations of current ankle stretching methods and I will show our design. After that, Antera is going to talk about the advantages of our design and why it is unique. And at the end of the presentation, we are going to talk about possible additional applications of our device. To give you some background, both Antera and I practiced sports when we were in high school. Antera played tennis and I was a swimmer. During our careers, we realized how important it is to have flexible ankles for good performance and for injury prevention. In swimming, flexible ankles improve the kicking propulsion by increasing the surface area of the foot, allowing it to push more water backwards. This makes the kick more efficient by reducing the amount of kicks needed per distance. Additionally, having flexibility in the ankle prevents injuries that are related to gym exercises. In tennis, it reduces the risk of ankle sprains while playing, improves later movements in the court, and enables faster direction changes and footwork adjustments. However, despite its benefits, ankle flexibility is sometimes overlooked in these sports. There are not many exercises for stretching ankles, and the ones that exist are performed in uncomfortable body positions and don't allow for the adjustments of stretching intensity. Additionally, there are not many devices aimed at ankle stretching. An example of an exercise is the picture in the bottom left of the screen. Here, the person is sitting on their ankles in an unpleasant posture. He has no way to regulate the weight, making the exercise inefficient. So with all of these limitations in mind, we decided to create a device that helps with ankle flexibility. The prototype for the device was made using nylon webbing and plastic buckles that we got from an old backpack, and sewing thread. We hand-sewn all the pieces together and created the first rough prototype that allowed us to test the comfort and efficiency of the device. Successful testing led to the final design, which consists of two straps that are sewn to one another, one with a quick-release buckle that allows for adjustability, and the other one with only a slight buckle for weight placement. It's very easy to use this device. One has to place the main strap over the shoe and adjust it tight using the quick-release buckle. Once the device is well adjusted, the user has to position their leg in a resting position off the edge of the chair, sofa or bed. By suspending the foot in this way, gravity will act on the weight and create the resistance for the ankle to work against. Also, as the user gains ankle flexibility, the original weight might not create enough resistance. If this is the case, one can replace the weight with a heavier one to continue improving flexibility.
Okay, so here is our solution and the advantages that this have. First of all, our device works as a passive stretcher. This means that the user can stretch the ankle while doing other activities like studying, working, or just relaxing on the couch. Another important advantage is that the device is low cost and easy to manufacture. It only requires simple material, so it can be accessible for many users. You can see the design is also safe. As you saw in the video of the previous slide, the stretching intensity can be adjusted by changing the weights. We included different weight options so the user can increase the stretching gradually and reduce the risk of injury. In addition, the device is portable and easy to use without assistance. This makes it practical for athletes, older adults, and rehabilitation patients. For these reasons, our device provides a simple, safe, and flexible solution for ankle stretching. Now, why our device is unique compared to others in the market? Well, first of all, after looking in different online stores like Amazon and also in Google shops, we found that very few ankle stretching devices exist. and none of them offer a passive stretching method like ours. Most of the available products use rigid platforms or board, which do not allow progressive stretching with adjustable weight. Our device allows control and gradual stretching by using different weight options. This makes the stretching process more personalized and adaptable to different users and flexibility levels. Another important advantage is that our design is simple, low cost, and accessible compared to commercial alternatives, which are often more complex or expensive. We also found a device from Finis, which is a swimming equipment company. However, this design might require more assistance to be used correctly compared to our device. And finally, possible applications for elderly and rehabilitation patients. So during the design process, we realized that our device can be useful not only for athletes, but also for people recovering from ankle injuries and for older adults with reduced mobility. First, our device can support rehabilitation after ankle injuries such as sprains or joint stiffness. It allows patients to recover ankle flexibility in a gradual and controlled way. Another important advantage is that the device provides safe and progressive stretching. The stretching intensity can be adjusted depending on the needs and condition of each user. In addition, the device can be used independently at home without assistance. This makes it especially useful for elderly people who may not always have access to rehabilitation centers or clinical supervision. Improving ankle mobility can also help improve balance and stability. This is important because reduced ankle mobility is related to a higher risk of falls in older adults. For this reason, our device might help support fall prevention and improve mobility in daily activities.